starts here? And then, so this repeat is, so this is the repeat forever, or we just do it once and then we go on and come back?
There's a repeat here.
Yeah.
And there's a repeat here. Both are good. We'll probably do them. I think normally we do them like 3 times, and then we go on. And then there's the DC.
And then we just go right back to the top?
Yeah, as needed. I think in past years we played it down 2 or 3 times.
So we'll go 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, then D?
Yeah. We'll just plan on that for now.
Boy, Cameron, I'm glad you saw that. That could have been catastrophic.
You have 2 pages, right?
It would have been vamping something and you just like leafing through pages.
I like tried to play it and just play it over and I was like, it's a different key, let's go here.
Yeah, I think you had great part where it goes to C, right?
Yeah. Wow. They skipped it. The senior skipped it.
Where will you be standing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Simmons University's 114th commencement exercises are about to begin.
You ready? Good morning. My name is Regina Pisa, and I'm the chair of the Board of Trustees of Simmons University. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Simmons' 114th commencement ceremony in Simmons University's first commencement. 114 years of Simmons graduates is a wonderful history. Today, we congratulate and honor you who are graduating, as well as all of the families, friends, and faculty whose work, support, and love made this day possible for you. I would especially like to recognize the friends and families of our graduates, the moms and dads, the brothers and sisters, the grandparents, spouses, and partners who have sacrificed so much to make today possible. Would the graduates please rise and turn to lead us in applause for your families and friends. So no graduation would be complete without a little bit of history. These commencement exercises have their origins in ancient rituals. Members of our university community wear caps, hoods, and gowns. This tradition evolved from the Middle Ages when faculty and students wore caps, hoods, and gowns to keep warm in the drafty classrooms of medieval Europe. The colors and types of robes and hoods signified the degree earned by the wearer as well as the institution that granted the degree. Latin was the official language of education for hundreds of years. The use of Latin is still part of our academic rituals. Today, our most accomplished scholars will receive the designation cum laude, Latin for with honors. Honors are noted in your program. In earlier times, students proved their readiness for the degree by delivering an address before the assembled faculty. This is another tradition represented today by the senior class member representing her class in the centuries-old tradition of student oratory. Thus, today is a day of looking back and looking ahead. We honor past traditions by wearing academic garb, listening to student orations, and using Latin phrases. And we look ahead to the future, represented by you, our honored graduates. We, the trustees of Simmons University, are proud of your accomplishments. We are confident you will carry the name of Simmons into your professions and communities with distinction, dignity, and pride. Congratulations. Now please welcome Helen G. Drinan, the 8th president of Simmons University.
And my colleagues on the platform are now encouraged to take their seats. Thank you, Regina. I'm delighted to add my congratulations to you, our graduates. You have made us all proud. Your scholarship, your service, your enthusiasm for athletics, music, art, and dance, all wonderful traits. You are smart, idealistic, and successful. Those characteristics, combined with your Simmons degree, will serve you well as you continue your studies or begin your careers. I know you will do well and do good and do your part to create a better future for all of us. Simmons is awarding more than 350 baccalaureate degrees today and will have awarded more than 2,000 graduate and undergraduate degrees during this academic year, the largest number in the university's history. At this ceremony, I will confer your degree on behalf of the trustees and our faculty. Thank you to our commencement planning team and all of the staff and faculty of the university who make this day possible. And thank you to all the people who are working here to keep us all safe and as warm as possible on a kind of a dreary day. So thank you to the security personnel, to the service personnel, and to all the people who are providing food service in the background. Please stand now for the invocation to be delivered by Reverend Bonnie Jean Casey, Advisor to Spiritual Life, accompanied by members of the class of 2019, Sarah Amina Hassad and Abigail G. Schifrin.
Thank you, Helen. Good morning. It is customary to open ceremonies such as this one with a centering moment, a prayerful pause, or an expression of gratitude for all that has been bestowed on us and all that you and your families have accomplished. Religions do this in different ways, by reading a sacred text, by reciting a prayer in an ancient language, or invoking various attributes of the divine mystery we call God. This year, 2 graduating seniors, as Helen introduced them, have agreed to share versions of this sort of offering from their respective traditions. Each has been active in their faith group on campus throughout their years at Simmons. Each has been integral to interfaith initiatives and dialogue. They have modeled maturity in their willingness to work collaboratively across deep differences towards the ideal of religious inclusion and pluralism. Abigail Schifrin is a proud nursing student and a member of Simmons Hillel. Sarah Amina Hassad is our stalwart student worker in the Office of Spiritual Life and a member of the Simmons Islamic Society.
Good morning. In Judaism, there is a special blessing that is said when one does something for the very first time, whether it is for the first time ever or for the first time this year. We take a moment to recognize just how special the moment is by saying the Shechachianu blessing. So today, let us say this blessing to celebrate our commencement, the journey we have taken, and the love and support from our families and friends to help us reach this day. If you know this blessing, please join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechachianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman chazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has granted us life, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this occasion.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings upon you all. And Ramadan Kareem to all my fellow Muslims celebrating the holy month of Ramadan currently here and around the world. For the first time, Ramadan has fallen during not only my last few weeks of school, but also during my last final exams of my undergraduate career. So to say that things have been hectic is an understatement. Not eating or drinking from sunrise to sunset is not easy and is only made more difficult by the daily grind of life. But I embrace this month every year, for it is a time to heal, grow, and take care of our souls, even if we are just a little hangry. It is encouraged during Ramadan to read the Quran daily, and the one verse that sticks with me is from Surah Al-Isra, which reads, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاءَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. This translates into, and be humble and tender to them, and say, Lord, show mercy to them, as they nurtured me when I was small. The word that always stands out to me in this verse is mercy, or rahma in Arabic. We are only human. We stumble and fall. We make mistakes, we apologize, and get back up and get stronger, with the mercy and love from those who are close to us. So here we are, 4 years later. Look around. The same people who had our backs at the start are here with us now. The amount of patience and understanding they had for us to continue to stand with us and keep us strong, even when they may have been feeling weak, is the greatest form of mercy. God bless you all. Thank you.
Please remain standing to sing America the Beautiful and How Oft We Sing with members of the Simmons University Concert Choir, led by Danica Buckley.
Beautiful
Each year, members of the graduating class, who may sit, members of the graduating class respond to a call for submissions to be the student commencement speaker. As befits this activist class of 2019, there were a record number of interested students. A committee of faculty, staff, and a student leader heard the student speeches. I was not surprised to learn that our students are passionate and articulate about their Simmons experience and their futures. Of those submissions, the committee selected Fatima Mohammed to deliver the student address. In a few minutes, Fatima will receive her Bachelor of Social Work. She came to Simmons from the Foxborough Regional Charter School. While going to Simmons, she worked as a manager at an optician shop in Roxbury with management, sales, and financial responsibilities. That work also inspired her last summer to found the Acts of Kindness Eye Care Project. Her goal is to provide free eye care benefits, including glasses, exams, and medically necessary contact lenses for low-income families in the Boston area. She is in the process of seeking funding for the project. She also served as an intern at ABCD Head Start her sophomore spring. Fatima did her BSW internship with Jewish Vocational Services this past year, working with a caseload of 18 children, coordinating client meetings, social services, transportation, and childcare. Her work also involved thinking about the policy side of government and organizational childcare during that internship. In between that work, Fatima also competed as a member of the Simmons team at the College Union's Poetry Slam Invitational. She is graduating Simmons and continuing her education at the New England School of Law. Please join me in welcoming the senior class speaker, Fatima Mohammed.
Thank you. Yes. President Drinan, Provost Conboy, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, honorary degree recipients, friends and family, welcome and good morning. And a very special good morning and congratulations to the class of 2019. Cheerleader by Omi was one of Billboard's top 3 summer songs in August of 2015. I remember this because during my freshman orientation, the song had played pretty much on a loop. It had been played so frequently, in fact, that now, 4 years later, the chorus still runs through my head. While college orientations are supposed to be an intro of what to expect in the coming years, it was probably an accident that Cheerleader was the theme song to my orientation. But, as chance would have it, the song turned out to be another hint at what I was to expect in my time here at Simmons. As you can all see, I'm Muslim and I'm Black. My other identities include being African American, Egyptian, a second-generation immigrant, and a woman. Simmons is the first educational institution that I have attended that looked at my differences and my identities, regarded them as strengths, and taught me how to use them to advocate for myself, for my communities, and to fulfill my passions. Professors, faculty, and all of you here at Simmons have been around as cheerleaders, not just for me, but for us all throughout this journey. When you Google women-centered college, Simmons is the first, and second, and third result to pop up. This school's legacy and our entire education here at Simmons has been built on the idea of shattering the glass ceiling. In one way or another, Simmons has taught us not only to recognize, but also to rectify the things that we find wrong in our communities. With that being said, We are all ending or near ending a path guided by an educational institution. In terms of our learning, we have always had defined benchmarks. Between finals, presentations, and internships, we have been given finite endings and beginnings to the phases of our growth. Very soon, we will not have our Simmons cheerleaders to make sure that we are still developing and moving at an upward trajectory, so I have to ask, what are we going to do to implement all of the tools and knowledge that we have learned here at Simmons? What are we going to do to positively impact and make change for our future? What are we going to do to ensure that our learning doesn't end when we leave university doors for the last time? We have all been primed for excellence. We are expected to fly in the face of restrictive social expectations, and we are all beyond capable of excelling. Excelling as a result of and not in spite of our differences. I want to extend my sincerest congratulations to the class of 2019. We are sitting here today and as evidence of a glass ceiling having been shattered. We are sitting here today and we are evidence of a glass ceiling being shattered. We can continue to break those barriers, not only as a tribute to the university that cheered us on, but more importantly, as a tribute to ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. The Joan Melber Warburg Class of 1945 Leadership Award is named in honor of Simmons Trustee Emerita and honorary degree recipient Joan Melber Warburg, Simmons Class of 1945. The award recognizes the member of the senior class who exemplifies the highest ideals of leadership while attending what was then Simmons College. The recipient provides exceptional demonstration of the qualities Joan Warburg has exercised throughout her lifetime: a pioneering spirit, initiative, generosity, determination, enthusiasm, selflessness, and leadership. Your program contains additional information about Joan Warburg's life and leadership. And for those of you who are undergraduates, you will recognize that name as the name given to the Warburg Professorship at Simmons. It is now my honor to present the Joan Melber Warburg Class of 1945 Award to Tema Navala Foji, Class of 2019. Thank you. Tema has demonstrated an extraordinary level of leadership at Simmons, both in curricular and co-curricular life. She is an honors student studying biochemistry and biostatistics and has maintained a strong GPA. She also participated in a 2-month biostatistical research study in Uganda. Tema has worked in advising the Office of Advancement, Admissions, and participated in student government, Campus Activities Board, the Sirens, the Black Student Organization, activities across the colleges of the Fenway, and in Sigma Gamma Rho, a historically Black Greek letter organization. She has led by empowering students of color at Simmons, including in the admissions office MOST program. One of the people who nominated Tema for the Joan Melber Warburg Award wrote, "She is a driving force of leadership on this campus. From the very moment she joined Simmons as a first year, she has been involved in changing our understanding of leadership on a structural and personal level. She is one of the most compassionate and driven individuals I have had the chance of encountering, and in her 4 years at Simmons, she has grown into a leader to truly be respected and admired. On behalf of the university, I thank you, Tema Foje, and am pleased to award you the Joan Melba Warburg Leadership Award. We will now proceed with the conferring of honorary degrees. Simmons is proud this morning to honor a distinguished individual whose achievements in activism and as a journalist represent Simmons' ideals.
I present to you for the degree Doctor of Journalism, Sarah Ann Shaw.
We'll just read the citation and then we'll do the rest, okay? You want to hold on to that? Yeah, okay. Sarah Ann Shaw is among the most prolific and distinguished broadcast journalists Boston has known. Throughout her 31 years as a television reporter for WBZ-TV in Boston, Sarah Ann Shaw took it upon herself to tell the stories of the city that shed light on the challenges and triumphs of Boston's people of color. In doing so, she became a trusted and reliable source of information for all New Englanders and a source of inspiration for women of color everywhere. In 1969, Sarah Ann Shaw became the first Black female reporter in WBZ-TV history. When she covered the violence that erupted in the aftermath of the desegregation of Boston public schools in the 1970s, she took great care to ensure that truth was being reported. For her work, she has received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Association of Black Journalists. In addition to her work as a journalist, Sarah Ann Shaw has been a dedicated community servant, working for multiple neighborhood-based nonprofit organizations on the cause of social justice and for equity for women and people of color. Throughout her life, Sarah Ann Shaw always took the time to pay it forward, being a mentor and helping to advance the careers of young, up-and-coming journalists. We are especially grateful for the wisdom you imparted to one of your students when you served as an instructor at then Simmons College, our own Gwen Eiffel. Everyone here today surely knows that this past fall, Simmons became just the second institution of higher education in America to name one of its colleges after an African-American woman when we named the Gwen Eiffel College of Media, Arts, and Humanities. It is for your remarkable and courageous career and your lifelong dedication to the fight for human and civil rights in the community of Boston that Simmons University is proud to bestow upon you the same degree we bestowed Gwen Eiffel 26 years ago, the degree of Doctor of Journalism, honoris causa. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly in for a treat. It is my pleasure to introduce the speaker for Simmons' undergraduate commencement ceremony, Tiffany Dufu. You could just stand here till it's time for you to speak, okay? Tiffany Dufu is one of those rare people who makes everybody who meets her feel better about themselves. Tiffany Dufu is one of the only people I know who can articulate exactly why she's been put on this planet. Tiffany Dufu is someone who already knows what's going to be on her tombstone. She believes she is alive for one reason and one reason alone, and that reason is to advance women and girls. She tells people the rest of her life is an exercise in project managing her life backwards from there. Her deep commitment to advancing women and girls is clear from her work. She is founder and CEO of The Crew, a peer coaching platform for women looking to accelerate their professional and personal growth, and was a launch team member of Lean In. She served as Chief Leadership Officer at Levo, one of the fastest growing millennial professional networks. She also recently authored a terrific book, Drop the Ball, in which she examines the struggles women often face, striving for senior leadership positions in their careers, only to see those desires dashed when they are faced with more responsibilities at home. Her solution? Let go, delegate, and focus on what you truly care about. It is a simple yet profound solution to the professional challenges many of you will face as you enter the workforce. Tiffany Dufu has earned many accolades for her work, including being named to Fast Company's League of Extraordinary Women and being named one of 19 women who are leading the way by the Huffington Post. She is also one of us, once having served as Associate Director of Development at Simmons and serving now as a member of our Board of Trustees since 2017. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome to the stage our 2019 commencement speaker, Tiffany Dufu.
Well, as you heard, my life's work is advancing women and girls. That's pretty much why I'm on the planet. And it's why I feel so lucky to be able to execute that purpose this morning by saying congratulations to the class of 2019. President, thank you so much for that amazing introduction. Wasn't that a lovely bio? I thought I'd share with you a different bio that goes something like this. When I was a high school senior, I was filling out my college applications alone. I didn't know what an Ivy League college was. I didn't even know about these things called college tours. The first time that I applied to graduate school, I got rejected. The first time that I got an opportunity to serve as an executive of an organization, the organization was closed within 2 years under my watch. The board voted to dissolve the organization. I wasn't even invited to that meeting. That's how bad it was. I don't know how to ski. I've never even understood why racing down a mountain on 2 sticks was a good idea. I don't come from pedigree. My dad grew up so poor that right now, he thinks he's rich because he can buy himself a meat sandwich. When I was 16 years old, my parents got divorced, and I had to go live with my dad because my mom spun into a very vicious cycle of poverty and addiction and violence at the hands of her second husband. I know that she's alive, but I don't know exactly where she is right now. She didn't make it to my college graduations. She didn't make it to my wedding. My children don't know her, and it's very painful. But for those first 16 years, every day, she looked at me straight into my eyes and she said, "Baby, you are so smart. You are so loved. You are so beautiful, and I am so grateful to her for that gift. Now, that is the bio that got me onto this stage, okay? That nice bio that you just heard that she read, that was like the Insta-filter version, okay? And here's another bio. Even though as a woman I've experienced sexism, as a Black person I've experienced racism, there are far more aspects of my identity in which I experience enormous privilege. I'm a straight person who's never had to wonder whether or not I could bring my husband to the office holiday party. I get the pronouns all mixed up. I had to be corrected 3 times last night. I'm able-bodied. I now have a socioeconomic status that allows me to live in New York City and send my children to private school. In a culture that is obsessed with thinness, I wear a size 2. I've pretty much worn a size 2 my entire life. I have fertility privilege. I've never felt the pain or the anguish of having my womanhood questioned because I couldn't have a child. I've never had to pay the economic cost or time cost of medical treatments. In fact, I conceived 2 children for free in, let's be honest, less than 10 minutes. I've really had to grapple with how my own privilege might infringe on someone else's humanity. And that is the bio where I get my grace and where I've gotten my empathy. The most important factor in your future success will be the story that you tell about yourself to yourself. And if you choose to tell yourself the truth, your vulnerability will be your greatest strength. Your adversity will be your street cred. So ladies, lean into the failure. I don't know very many of you personally, but I know one thing about all of you that is true. And that is that you are already enough. You are already brilliant enough. You are already bold enough. You are already innovative enough, creative enough, ambitious enough. You don't have anything left to prove. So, I don't want you to spend another moment worried about what other people are thinking about you. My mom used to say to me, "Girl, I don't know why you always worried about what other people think about you. Don't you know everybody's worried about what everybody's thinking about them? That's why they don't have any time to be thinking about you." You also don't need to worry about having it all figured out, because that's exactly what the journey of life is about. In a few minutes, you're going to walk across this stage. You're going to be very distinguished Simmons alum. And there's really only one thing that we ask of you, and that is that you take the time to reflect on the people who have invested in you. It might have been a professor who spent a little extra time. It might have been a parent who sacrificed an enormous amount for you to be here. And I want you to express gratitude to them. And the most powerful way to do that is by leaving the campus, going out, and making sure that the world gets a return on the investment that they made in you. That's all that we ask. That's all that we ask. And you already have everything that you need in order to accomplish that. I know that because you're a Simmons alum. I can't promise you that it's going to be rosy. In fact, given the chaos and the swirl of the world right now, it's likely to be a kind of tough journey. But on those days where you're feeling really overwhelmed, almost as if I'm not quite sure I can do this anymore, that was me yesterday. And you have one of those moments, I want you to remember two things. The first thing I want you to remember is that if things are getting easier, it's probably because you're headed downhill. And the second thing I want you to remember is my phone number. If you have your phone, I want you to take your phone out. And hopefully one of your neighbors will catch this if you don't, and they can share it with you. My cell phone number is 617-894-4772. My husband's freaking out right now because that really is my cell phone number. And in one of those moments, I want you to give me a call, because I am quite certain that the one thing that will make a difference is in that moment someone whispering in your ear, "You are so smart. You are so loved. You are so beautiful." I think that I can speak for everyone on this stage and everyone behind you when I say, we are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what's in store. Thank you so much.
When I called Tiffany to ask her if she could possibly be this morning's commencement speaker, she answered and she said, "I am so taken, I can't speak. I'm in a public place. Can I call you back?" And she did, and she said, "I am so honored." And I think you got a good dose of what Tiffany Dufu can do for girls and women. We now begin the conferring of degrees. The faculty and Board of Trustees of Simmons University have voted to grant these degrees and are authorized to do so by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Following the conferral of degrees, students will come forward to the stage.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise?
President Drinan, on behalf of the deans and the faculty of Simmons University, I have the honor to present to you for the baccalaureate degree these candidates who have completed all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty.
I hereby grant you the bachelor's degree and declare that you are entitled to all the rights, privileges, and dignities pertaining to the bachelor's degree. Please move your tassels from the left side of your cap to the right. And when you come to the stage, please be sure your tassel is not in your face for the photograph.
All but the first row may be seated.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates please come forward to the stage? The candidates for the degree are led by the President and Vice President of the Class Council and the President and Vice President of the Student Government Association. When you leave the stage, please return to your seat and be seated.
Okay, class of 2019, let's do this. Congratulations. And we're going to start with our student speaker, Fatima Mohammed. Sylvia Lung. Audrey Mae Edelman. Sabika Mirza. Emily Benita Mills. Jude Al-Dabyag. Hea Al-Dabus. Catherine Grace Algier. Hanouf Alsteri. Lydia Anderson. Alexa Milena Batista Bader. Zuri Alonza Ball. Sana Barkat. Thank you. Nicole Batts-Turnell. Juliet Sophia Bernini. Kellyanne Biondo. Alexandra Olivia Bohannon. Caitlin Boella. Caitlin Michelle Bowers. B. Jianmei Brody. Sarah Catherine Riddell Brower. Brianna Brown. There you go. Samantha Mae Carlson. Emily Teresa Castellanos. Claudia Marie Schick. Kelly Wen Chow. Silvana Elena Chuancero Lopez. Natalie Mae Cleland. Jenna Marie Clemenzi. Emily Wolfish Cole. Abigail Marie Conlin. Taylor Page Chrysostomo. Jenna Eve Cuniff. Alexandria Julia Dawkis. Morgan Dorian Davis. Malika Dow. Charlotte Elise Dyer. Alexandra Louise Irk Thompson. Ariel Travado Esteban. Charlotte Ann Estevez. Samantha Jane Feeney. Selena Fernando. Erin Catherine Fishman. Carrie Siobhan Fleming. Mackenzie May Garceau. Nicole Elise Gauthier. Eliza Louis Gibbons. Victoria Mary Gomes. Hannah Elizabeth Green. Jessica Lynn Hamilton. Louisa Ying Hammond. Kayla Nicole Harris. Sydney Shea Haynes. Morgan Alexandra Maynard Higgs. August Lumen Huxty Moran. Catherine May Howard. Allison Riley Hall. You can start now. Sydney Elise Katz. Smarjeet Kaur. Alexandra Margaret Kemna. Zoe Maxine Kennard. Marita Gabrielle Whitmer Kepps. Caitlin Marie Kimball. Kelsey Evans Klasick. Sam Mabry Koff. Alexis Lynn Lamar. Isabel Jennings Lane. Mi-Hun Lee. Donna Leal Cisneros. Yeji Lee. Emily Leadham. You can go. Zoe Reese Lefkowitz. Amanda Jean Liu. Taryn Lambert Lippener. Tanhaz Mahmood. Caroline Jessamine Mahoney. Caitlin Rand Maloney. Samantha Rose Marinelli. Kristen Marie Marquette. Haley McCaffrey. Logan McDonough. Carolyn Rose McQuaid. J. Miller. Alexandra Rose Molesky. Isabella Evangeline Moore. Melissa Abigail Morton. Eileen Barbara Moynihan. Jessica Miriam Myers. Ashley J. Marie Nistenderk. Is it Nakana? Rosette Malamba Nakanka. Macklin Caroline O'Hara. Ojula. Gina M. Orjula. Devin Passage Orr. Dominique Altagracia Ortiz. Alice Willette Poulin. Jordan Amaria Owens. Poppy Pan. Alyssa Nicole Pellegrini. Catherine Ann Prouse. Juliette Noel Provost. Charlotte Caffrey Randall. Cherise Samantha Rankine. Emily Lee Rappaport. Molly Regan. Michaela Noel Reeves. Florencia A. Rohde. Jessica Lynn Rush. Brooke Diane Russo. Mickey Sagara. Haley Elizabeth Sattler. Haisa Silva. Brittany Mallory Smothers. Rebecca Lynn Sparks. Emma Catherine St. John. Olivia Ann Stapleton. Grace Sunstorm. Brooke Farrell Sutton. Kelly Elizabeth Sweeney. Nasiria Taylor. Marta Shea Whitney Toulousma. Abigail Jean Terrian. Molly Donovan Dwight. Maya Amani Valentine. Haley Davenport Vare. Reniqua Kiara Victorine. Gina Barbara Viglione. Jillian Marie Weaver. Zoe Wick. Sophie Rose Weitzman. Emma Claire Whited. Mina Wilka. Alyssa Paige Williamson. Christina Zarevich. Charlotte Louise Zeltz. Margaret Anna Aiken. Emma Marie Ambrosini. Natalie Hope Austin. Elaine Rebecca Balzer. Renee Yvonne Bedard. Catherine Ann Birch. Catherine Susan Bragdon. Lauren Christine Brandow. Shay Taylor Buckley. Angela Luisa Capriglione. Ashley Catherine Chin. Mary Elizabeth Charloni. Terriana Cohens. Kathleen Marie Conley. Francesca Maria Corsinetti. Elena Marie Cortez. Raylyn Cody. Mallory Anna Cottom. Abigail Adele Crane. Samantha Lynn Curran. Mariam Zachar Doss. Kristen Claire Doucette. Teresa Ellen Easterbrooks. Jason Leal Erickson. Anna Carolina Figueredo. Erin Elizabeth Fleming. Teva Navala Fuje. Kira Patricia Ford. Alora Lee Frederick. Kia Gray. Julie Johan Khan. Lilia Shiloh Hall. Tamia Janae Hargrove. Kelly Lynn Harrison. Sarah Mina Hassad. Catherine Rian Hepburn. Hakul Judith Holmberg. Ryan Christina Horsford. Samantha Lynn Jaffe. Monique Jaworski. Madeline K-Rod. Alexandra Carey Kay. Ashmita KC. Alexa Brittany Keenan. Laura Caroline Kitchen. Catherine Carter LeBay. Erin Denise Lawrence. Taylor Nicole LeBrun. Nicole Lee. Gemma Line McDonough. Mackenzie Lynn Lewis. Courtney Megan Lombard. Rachel Allison Losack. Vanna Liu. Cassidy Caitlin Lowell. Hannah Rose Malatsky. Ivana Andrea Manson Bracho. Virginia Randolph Mason. Hannah Elizabeth McGregor. Haley Erin McMorrow. Michelle Lilia Medici. Marina Lynn Middleton. Patrice Ann Miller. Heather Autumn Moykins. Malia Mohammed. Tanya Cardoso Montiero. Rosa Julia Moya. Rasha not here. Kylie Christine Nee. Brenda Elizabeth Nguyen. Kathy Nguyen. Jacqueline Marie Noyes. Joanna Ruth O'Gorman. Natalie Pikopoulos. Katia Ray Palacios. Rudra Patel. Julie Pham. Molly Victoria Phillips. Julia Pintea. Jessica Danielle Pleskowitz. Graciela Beatriz Portillo. Eleanor Rose Powell. Zoe Pruill. Peichu Chien. Lena Reyes. Paola Rios. Charlotte Marie Rivard. Ariel Page Robinson. Samantha Jean Rotman. Alania Rubin. Asha Salah. Colby Jane Shaw. Asia Tomei Shahab. Alana Marie Shute. Logan Simmons. Jatsar Simone. Laura Simpson. Kara Smith. Josephine Somerville. Megan Elizabeth St. Amand. Sophia Ray Stramer. Naomi Rosaminsky. Madison Lee Summers. Lindsay Mae Sumpman. Amanda Marie Thomas. Liz Angeli Torres. Mackenzie Ann Travis. Jacqueline Tucker. Jasmine Vargas. Joanna Michelle Veyu. Cassandra May Vietas. Selena Singsier Vaughn. Lynn Fan Vu. Blue Ware. Emma Corin Weimer. Morgan Lee Westeen. Rebecca Whalen. Jacqueline Olivia Wolf. Angel Stella Wong. Amy Elizabeth Worth. Christine Yu. Emily Kathleen Sawiza. Valentina Ferretti. Michaela Beckford. Gabrielle Breon Bliss. Rebecca Ann Bork. Rebecca Ann Carroll. Helen Elizabeth Chase. Kiana Catalina Chavez. Samantha Marie DeYoung. Ashley Irene Bonafide Flom. Anakin Groening. Stephanie Jean Halsing. Suki Ka. Hyunji Kim. Amanda Mary Koshevas. Abigail Janice Koss. Laura Kressbach. Marissa Maeske. Madeline Toussaint Mulroney. Michelle Insanje Musoke. Abigail Lynn Willis. Mavis Adobea. Indigo Flora Getz Adler. Chloe Elizabeth Aiken. Gabrielle Allen. Justine Elizabeth Armand. Mary Elizabeth Baker. Kellyanne Banyan. Abigail Rose Bell. Allison Summerfield Bennett. Lynette Patricia Best. Grace Elizabeth Baudreau. Elena Jacqueline Bragg. Shannon M. Brooks. Elizabeth Grace Callahan. Nina Elizabeth Camilli. Carla Texiera. Jessica Lele Shamas. Alicia Chin. Claire Chin. Elspeth Colson. Hannah Cowitt. Ashlyn Crean. Connie Kong. Brianna Dent. Michaela Marie Elliott. Michaela Michelle England. Stacy Ann English. Margaret Clancy Ferrand. Sarah Jean Foley. Megan Cassidy Fontaine. Adriana Hale Fournier. Kellyanne Fula. Sarah Margaret Gagnon. Annalise Eleanor Giarusso. Elizabeth George. Elizabeth Kathleen Goodmond. Indra Halvagia. Megan Lynn Hott. Avia Deandra Hill. Sharon Ann Hines. Hannah Joshua Santos Escupit. Samantha Hiley Janelle. Kirby Janvier. Jean Ann Kelly. Michelle Panarelli. Evangeline Onikachi Jones. Kaylee Ann Joyce. Hannah Diane Jung. Lydia Hannah Kalajian. Jessica Kelly. Carolyn Canutti. Paulina Kosmodakis. Yelena Kupchevich. Madeline LeBruck. Georgina Lai. Char McLean Obispo Lauren. Emily Lowe. Brooke Lillian Lucier. Kyla McHugh Madden. Mary Elizabeth Martunas. Teresa Anna Mastriani. Megan Lucy McCann. Lindy May. Sydney Grace Kaiser Merlino. Canadian Nascimento. Michelle Nguyen. Samantha Normalis. Eden Nasangi. Tiffany Ortiz. Alana Pavlotsky. Braillis Perez. Jessica Marie Politano. Erin Isabel Pottle. Vanna Christopher Alontu, George Palopoulos. Eleanor Sojourner Pullen. Shauna Elizabeth Quinn. Amanda Jean Rich. Nicole Marquez Rico. Nora Miller Robinson. Camille Julia Robinson. Jordan Victoria Russo. Jacqueline Rutonois. Dominique Roberta St. Fleur. Hannah Ann Schoenberg. Katerina Haley Scott. Akrapa Sitala Rasami. Megan Elizabeth Shea. Abigail Schifrin. Mary Catherine Soros. Sochan. Samantha Manisha Shochan. Kelly Speraza. Brooke Elizabeth Spinaccia. Elizabeth Hope Strager. Kathleen Dyer Sullivan. Mary Sullivan. Jessica Lon Thompson. Michaela Jean Trout. Paloma Vasquez. Amelia Louise Veda. Lauren Brooke Williams. Megan Lee Yandian. Johanna Yu. Sophia Taylor Zemetrovich. Hannah Abu Ragreb. Annie Rose Behringer. Michaela Marie Barton. Christina Arlena India Bibi. Sarah Jean Bohan. Hannah Burford. Sarah Savio. Lillian Grace Cleary. Emma Forenza Coltrera Cordell. Stephanie Erin Anderson. Nichelle Lydia Gomez. Lacey May Gonzalez. Elise Gabrielle Hinman. Mingjing Huang. Lori Hun. Jasmine Elizabeth Jean. Brittany Ann Johnson. Madison Lynn Lambert. Megan Larrabee. Madeline Lessing. Amanda Malillo. Shelby Lynn Monas. Megan Arlene Quinn. Kira Riley. Megan Veronice Robbins. Madison Smith. Michaela Shea Smith. Corazon Swanberg. Hannah Traster. You did it! Congratulations, class of 2019.
Please be seated just for a few more minutes.
One of Simmons's strategic goals is to continue to create a vibrant, student-centered community. Each class chooses a class color and a class flag. Graduates of the class of 2019, your flag was unfurled on Founders Day in October 2015 and has been displayed in the College Center since that day. Today, the class of 2019 have become our newest Simmons alumni. I ask Class Council President Sylvia Leung and Vice President Audrey Mae Edelman to present their class flag to Lisa J.B. Peterson and Lynn Devnu, Alumni Association President and Vice President. Class of 2019, the class flag will be part of your reunion celebrations for decades to come, reminding you each time of your first semester at Simmons in 2015 and this graduation day, May 17, 2019. This brings us to the conclusion of Simmons University's 114th Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Congratulations to our new alumni and to your family and friends. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and staff of the university, best wishes. Thank you to all of our guests for being part of this wonderful celebration. Please remain seated until the academic procession has concluded.
Oh, really?
Thank you.